Shalom. This is the brother Tazwa Akal from GMS Germany with a new lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, the highest honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakudash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Emmaus who taught us the truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect out there who spread this truth in sincerity and always charity because of all wins. So, back with another transit lesson. Forgive me for the black screen, but I tried to put the camera. If I put it on myself, it's gonna be irritating because it won't be really on me. And if I put it on put it up, then the screen of my car gonna be there. So I was like, hey, let me just put it like this. It's the best way. So forgive me for that. Like I said, I'm in transit. And again, if I didn't do it, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakudash, man. Because all praise, glory, and honor is due unto the Heavenly Father through His only begotten Son, man. And I was just in a conversation with my father. Over there said, yeah. The father of my life, let me just call it as that. So my biological father. But hey, I see him as my father. So nevertheless, as I said, I was driving with him. We just hit the gym. And yeah, and we was talking just about regular things, and then hey, I just mentioned like, hey, things about to go crazy, Spirit just came upon me to speak about the things to come. He said like, yeah, I know, as the scriptures prophesy, so I'm not even worried about this. Say this is a very good mentality, start speaking, and then he made a good point, man. He made a very good point. And this how the inspiration of this video comes. That's why I just mentioned it, And it shows you also that the Heavenly Father uses everything in your day-to-day life to push out these videos, man. It's just a simple conversation between two men. And you're going to inspires you to do a video. So, we were speaking, and like I said, we're speaking about the times that we're in right now, about the craziness of these things. And then I mentioned like, hey, things about to go crazy, man. Cannibalism gonna come, famine gonna come. So like, yeah. People gonna hunger. I said like, yeah, famine gonna come, war gonna come, evil times ahead. Like it says in the book of, I think, what was it? I think 1 Timothy. I try to put scriptures as much as I can. So bear with me 1 second if it takes a second, I know it's also late. Streets are empty, but hey, you still have to be aware. So now, I think it was perilous times. Yeah, perilous times. This was it. What I shot. I did some. This is 2 Timothy. Yeah, 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." And this is the thing, or the stage that we entered into. Perilous times full of danger. Okay, because we're gonna live in dangerous times. Death gonna be on every side. In America, it's already on the day-to-day, but they're going to even intensify that. They're going to even surpass the time that we have right now. Because Jacob's trouble is at hand. And like I said, I was speaking to my father. And then, hey, he made a very good point. And he said like, hey, I don't care about these things. In that sense, he doesn't worry about them. He knows they're going to come, and he knows it in his mind already. These things going to come. And of course, according to what the doctrine that he believes, but he knows about the Israelites. He knows about the Hebrew Israelites, But he said like, yeah, hey, but I don't care about it because I'm a soldier, and I have the soldier mentality. I have to endure all things, and that's the mentality that we should have on a day-to-day, and that's the mentality that we should have for the times to come. It doesn't matter what's in our way. We are able to endure that through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, through faith. He even mentioned that, man. I was like, hey, that's beautiful, man. And really all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for that, because the Israelites just have faith, man. He said like, hey, faith is, people don't understand that, but faith is something that you can't see. It's something that you hope for. And that's exactly what it is, man. Faith is the evidence of things not seen. The substance of things hoped for. And that's faith. So we have to have faith. And through the faith, we have to endure all things. And that's why you have to be in a soldier mentality. And while we're already in the book of Second Timothy 2 and 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. You know? And that's the mentality that we should have. We should have the mentality, you know, that we are soldiers, man. You have to understand, the soldier goes out for a mission and finish the mission, no matter what the circumstances are. And that's the mentality that we should have. It doesn't matter which condition we are, it doesn't matter which situation we are, it doesn't matter what comes. We keep the faith unto the end and do all things that we might be saved. Like it says in Matthew 24 and 13, he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So that's the mentality that shall be developed more and more in the times to come. Okay? We have to be conquerors through our faith. Let me look up the word soldier. Salakia. Soldier. It says from old French, sourdier. It says one who serves in the army for pay. Okay, soldier. It says literally having one, literally, you know, from Italian soldato, literally one having pay. It says from late Latin soldum, extended sense of accusative of Latin solidus. It says name of a Roman gold coin properly. Okay, coin of thick or solid metal. And like they said at the beginning, one who serves in the army for pay, and it's the same thing that we do. But we're working for the same penny. Like I did the video today, my lunch break. You know, we work for the same penny, which equals salvation. This is why we have to be in the soldier mentality, because the soldier gonna finish his mission to receive his pay. You know, but it says. Yeah, that's actually what it says on the soldier. But hey, like it says, the man, you know, getting paid for the service in the army, and this is what we were looking for, and this is what we're striving for. So we have to develop the mentality of a soldier, man. No matter what, and do these things that you're going through, and do the situations that you're in. You never give up. It doesn't matter how hard the situation might seem. The Heavenly Father won't give you more than you can bear, that you can carry. Salakia, I said bury, that you can carry. Like it says. The book of Hebrews, you know. Oh no, what I'm talking about. 1 Corinthians. Bear with me 1 second. I believe it's 1 Corinthians chapter 10 or 13. But let me double check that. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 13. There's no temptation taking you, but such as common to man. You know, that is normal to man. There's nothing that is unknown to man that came upon you. The Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, so you only suffer the things that you're able to carry. You know, the Heavenly Father won't give you more that you can carry. He says, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So the Heavenly Father only gives you so much as you can carry. So you're going to push you to your limits. And when you reach your limits, He's going to let you off. He's going to put you to another trial, another test, you know, another temptation through Satan. So this is what's going to come. But then all these temptations, all these trials and tribulations that we go through, all these tests that we go through, we have to remain faithful in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. You know? We have to remain faithful in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because if we don't do that, hey, we are done for. You know? If we don't do that, we are done for. So we have to serve the Heavenly Father in truth and sincerity at all times. You know? That's the warrior mentality that we should have. Matter of fact, let me look at warrior. You know? Because soldier, of course, but also, what are we? Warriors, man. It says warrior. It says, from Old North French, warrior. It says a warrior, soldier, combatant. It says one who wages war. Okay, and that's what we are, man. We are wages for in the spiritual sense, and also we're going to be making it in a physical sense later on. But right now we're in a spiritual warfare, so whatever what's going on, you know, because these soldiers often have this PTSD, you know. They have PTSD, and it's from the cruelty and the harshness that comes in warfare. And we have that in the form of demons coming upon us, man. Demons trying us. You're constantly betting your own mind, man. Actually, when people hear that, they think you're a freaking psychopath, man. You know? You hear these thoughts in your mind very heavy. You have really sometimes a voice in your mind. And that's the voice of the demon. You know? And it sounds like your own voice. You're like, oh shit. Just do that. Just do it. You know, you like it. Just do it. And you have to fight that. And you have to stand strong as a soldier and conquer all things through Yahweh Shai, man. Through the faith in Yahweh Shai. We have more conquerors, you know, through Yahweh Shai. Wait for 1 second. Because you have to understand, man. Because also you have to understand, like what I want to say is, you have to understand now day-to-day life, what we are going through, what we are suffering. Yo, it's not the light thing, man. Yeah, you might say it's a light thing for you, but when you look from the outside in and look from a worldly perspective in, yo, that's not the light thing, and it's not to pity us. It's just a fact. We are doing something greater than the world could ever imagine. We are suffering greater things than the world can imagine. Okay? That might be coming to us, yeah, but if a worldly person would go through the things that we are going through, man, they would probably kill themselves. So we as men of this truth have to understand that we are in this position and we have to keep the faith. We have to keep the faith no matter what. Yeah, we might go through something supernatural, something that is uncommon to this world, but we're going to receive for that suffering and that trial that we went through, something unimaginable to the world, man. You know, something that's going to break the minds of the people. Something they could never fathom in their mind. So, for a supernatural blessing comes a supernatural suffering. It has to be equal. It has to be a balance. That means for the just power. You know? So, we in this truth have to be ready to suffer all things. But, we have to do what is written in Romans. Matter of fact, Romans chapter 8, and let me start verse 25. Who shall separate us from the love of Yahweh Shai? Shall tribulation? Or distress, you know? And let's go into the word distress again. I looked it up a few days ago in the video. But I want to get the point because it says distress, right? It says circumstance that cause anxiety or hardship. So you're in a situation that is causing you hardship. You know, you're full of hard, you know, you're going through hardship, and this brings anxiety because you don't know what's at the end is coming. But you have to conquer through the faith in the Lord Yahweh Shai. So again, shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine, see, or nakedness or peril or sword? So any of these things separate us from the love of Yahweh Shai? From following His way? From doing what is pleasing in His sight? No, because we are soldiers. You know, now don't tell like, yeah, we have to come with the ultimate military mindset. No. But a certain way of military is there. A certain order as in the military is there. But it's not like in Esau's army, you know, where these dudes do fucked up shit to each other, man. I don't even want to speak about these things, but you know, and I don't know these you know, many things about the situation, but I have a little insight through the brother Yaquab, you know. But still, man, these things are terrible what they do to the people. And that's another reason why Esau has to pay, because how he treats warfare, man, is not good, man. He's not according to the scriptures, because a man of war should never be poor, man. He should be taken care of because he went to war, you know. So, verse 36, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. This is the mentality that we should have. You know, we are just sheep that have to die for the Lord. That's the mentality that we should have. If I have to die, if I go through these things, that is nothing. It's what I have to go through. I'm as a sheep that just goes to the slaughterhouse. I know it's there, But hey, it'll come upon me. I know something greater is waiting for me. You know, it's waiting behind that slaughterhouse. And what I mean with the slaughterhouse is the trials, tribulation we are about to go through. The craziest time ever seen before. Yeah, the craziest, because crazy goes to mind breaking. You know, the breaks of the minds, the cracks in the mind. So it's gonna crack a lot of minds, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Because people are not expecting that. They say like, yeah, but let it happen. They ain't expecting it. So it says, verse 38, from persuaded, Salakia, they neither death, nor life. So nothing in this life, not the death that we might have to suffer in the future, or angels. So, hey, the angel of the left hand side, you know, of Yahweh Shemel, or principalities, the angel of the right hand side, the demons. No powers, no the rulers, no things present, no things right now, no things to come. What is the thing to come? The MOTB, you know, the Karagma, Revelation 13-16, the mark of the beast. None of these things that are about to come. The prophecies are going to come to pass. The famine, the death, the mass death, the cannibalism, you know, the grinding season, no more job, death everywhere, people invading one another, martial law, World War III, and like I mentioned, the ultimate test of chip. None of these things. We have to be persuaded, man. We have to be persuaded, you know. Let me just look up where we were persuaded, then we'll keep on reading. Bear with me 1 second. What? Oh. I was really wrong. Salakia. Persuade, right? It says, lead to the opinion or conclusion, make one believe or think. It says, successfully urge the acceptance or practice of. Wait. It says from 1530s as prevail upon. You know? But the point is that he's firmly believing it. He's firmly believing it. You know, to talk and he overcame. And yeah, he was 3 hours shy, waking Paul up, which was first Saul. By waking him up, talking to him, he was convinced and believed in the truth. So he's fully persuaded. He fully believes, man. And that's what we have to do. We have to fully believe. Fully believe, man. For everything that we have in this truth. So, like we read, Romans 8. And let me read verse 38 again. For I'm persuaded, so I fully believe, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that neither death, nor life, nor angels, no principalities, no powers, no things to come, no things present, no things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in HaMashiach Yahushua our Lord. You know? Oh, I jumped the verse, Salakia. Verse 37, that's the point. I jumped the verse, but it says after, let me read verse 36 again, as it is written. Romans 8:36, it says, as it is written, for thy sake, we are killed all the day long, we are counted as sheep for the slaughter. And then it says, Salakia, spare for 1 second. And then it says, nay, so no, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. You know? So we are more conquerors. And that's the champion mentality that we should have, man. You know, because the champion conquers all things, man. You know? That's the thing. Because I believe the word soldier goes out to the champion. You know, we are champion. Let me look up the word champion. champion, right? It says, doughty fighting men, valorous combatant. Okay? It says, one who fights on behalf of another or others, one who undertakes to defend a cause. That's us, man. We are the ones to defend the cause of this truth, you know. But nevertheless, let me look up the word soldier in 2 Timothy. Then we go back to the Romans, because we have to be conquerors. We'll look up this word also, man, you know. But hey, everything in its time, and we're gonna get what we can get. And the Spirit just came upon me to do this video on the drive home. Soldier. In the Greek is, you know, stratetos or strateotes. It says, a common soldier, metaphorically, a champion of the cause of Yahushua. See, a guy that wins the championship, that is in this fight and overcomes, that gets the victory. That's a champion. Over and over again. And yeah, we're gonna fall, but this makes us a true champions, because we'll rise up again. We're gonna come back stronger. And like I read, one who undertakes to defend a cause, and that's us, man. You know, we are out here to defend the gospel. We are out here to push this truth, you know. And now, let me read again Romans chapter 8 verse. Oh no, let me look at the word conquer. So like it. Conquer. To achieve. Defeat, vanquish. See? No, but we are more than, you know, we are more defeating. We are more achieving. Through Him that loved us, man. Through Him we are able to defeat and vanquish all these trials and tribulations. Through Him we are able to overcome, because we don't even have to fear death in that sense. Because we know that something waits for us after death. Which is what? Immortality. The kingdom to come. You know, if we die in this truth, our works follow us. So what do we have to worry about? Of course, the flesh is going to kick in. Yes, the dog going to kick in, but tries to kick in. The ages thing is going to come, but we have to be conquerors to Him that loved us, which is Yahushua. And neither death, no angels, no any power, no any ruler, no any person, nothing on this earth, and nothing in the nothing in the world in the times to come. You know, the only thing that can hinder you from overcoming this Yahushua, because He had another plan for you. But other than that, nothing else, nothing spiritual realm but Yahushua should hinder us. Nothing. Because He's the only one that puts these stumbling blocks and let us stumble in our way and lets us stumble. Salakia. He puts these stumbling blocks in our way and lets us stumble. He does. It's ultimately Satan, you know. But also, like I said, if He predestinated you to make it, you're gonna make it. If He predestinated you to destruction, you're gonna be destroyed. But it's Him. Other than that, nothing should hinder us, man. You know? And that's what you have to understand. Not even the angels. Not even the angels that just grab you by the head like Habakkuk and teleport you to another place. They shouldn't even stop you, man. Because even like Paul said, if any person or even angel come with another message, then it's truth. Let him be accursed. I'm paraphrasing. So no one should hinder us. No one should break our spirit. Nothing. None of this world. None of the things to come. No person that comes to your life, man. No person that leaves your life. No situation. No damn job. Nothing. No demon that comes into your mind. No ailment in your body. No worries. Nothing should break you. You should conquer all things through Yahushua. You know, to the faith in Him and to the knowledge, truth, and understanding. Because this is the stability of our time, which means the word stability goes into Amawana, which means faithfulness, which goes back to the word Amawan, which means faith. So wisdom and knowledge is going to be the faith for a time, which is going to keep us stable, man. Okay, and A144 call Holoim La Yahushua. That's what it is, man. You know, I just got 144 kilometers left to drive. I'm not gonna drive. Nevertheless, man, hey, like I said, hey, this was just an inspiration to this conversation, because, you know, Israel has faith, and that's the beauty of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. But we have to understand, man, that greater and worse things you ever seen before are about to come, and our faith has to be greater than ever before. That we're able to overcome these things, and it's only through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai possible, man. But like it says in Matthew chapter 19, verse 26, with men, this is impossible. Yahweh Shai was speaking about entering into the kingdom. You know, because a man was there with great riches, and he came. Yahweh Shai told him, like, hey, what he has to do, keep the commandments, you know, love their father, love their mother, respect them, do this and the third, and now give your riches away. And he couldn't do that. And the disciples was amazed and looked at him, was like, hey, who can make it then? And Yahweh Shai was like, hey, with men this is impossible, but with the Heavenly Father Yahweh, all things are possible. So this is the mentality that we should have. Nothing's impossible. Let it look so impossible. Like the brother Amwan Gabal, the elder brother Amwan Gabal went into it. You know, the big bro. He went into it. He was with a guy on the job, you know, speaking about the times to come, and the guy was like, hey, just to keep it short because I'm nearly at my destination, I want to close the lesson good. He was saying like, hey, listen, you know, if famine hits, man, I'm going to eat people. Amwan Gabal was laughing, man. The brother was laughing. Okay. Like, hey, you crazy, but hey, I see that happen. I see that happening. You know, like it was like a prophetic laugh because hey, you can't really see that. But then the guy said, hey, what you gonna do? You're a city boy. You can hunt. Nothing. Amwan Gabal said, I'm gonna eat, man. Nothing is impossible. You know, and that's the mentality that we should have. The supreme power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So it's a lot for the light. But hey, like I said, that's the mentality we should have. Conquering through all things through the faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Because all things are possible through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Mekakadash. And hey, it's everything I got. I pray and hope this lesson was edifying through the spirit, power, mercy, and grace of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Mekakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles who give mercy and told us truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect out there who spread this truth, sincerity, and our charity across the four winds. And again, all praises, glory, and the highest honor unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Mekakadash. And like I said, I pray and hope this was edifying, man. Unto the elect and unto the next one, I say Shalom, man. Stay strong in the faith, man. Have the soldier mentality, the champion mentality. Be a defender and one that conquers and overcomes all things through the faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Because this is all we have, and this is all we need, and it's all we got. Well, let me say it in the right order. You know? It's all we need, or it's all we got, it's all we need. Yeah, it's all we got and all we need, man. We don't need anything else, man. Because these things of the world, the carnality, you know, all these things are for naught, man. All these things that ease us up, all these things that people trust in their money, in their finances, people, hey, it won't bring nothing. It will bring nothing. The only thing that we're going to bring something is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Because He's going to deliver us from the things to come. You know, if it's His will. You know, if it's His will. Because if not, hey, then death is waiting us, man. You know? And what is wrong with that? Honestly saying, if the Heavenly Father deemed that out to be our judgment, man, I happily accept it. But hey, like I said, again, all praises, glory, and the highest honor unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Mekakadash. Stay strong in the faith until the next one. Shalom.